mean, look at the rankings too. Number 1 and number 4 currently on the Challenger Series. This has the makings of an instant classic. We're talking about the future of surfing happening now. Opportunities knocking. Who's going to answer? S.Kerr. Whipping into this left-hander. Setting things up to start. She's going to try to fight to make the connection here. That wave goes completely flat. So a strange occurrence here as we reach that just past that high tide mark. It's 10 till 1 p.m. here, Pacific Standard Time.
These waits are super long.
Sierra could have found a little moment here. Nice turn out the back. Trying to get as much speed as possible to make the transition, and she has done it. Here we go. S.Kerr now building speed into the inside. Nails it, blows the tail. Can she ride out clean? She does, into a sea of fans. We've got a big start on our hands now. S.Kerr with the classic Huntington Beach outside slash to inside bash.
Making sure she's on these waves, finding this wave kind of mid-range, midway in from the outside peak, Tanner.
When it's like this, I honestly feel like you're going to take anything that breaks out the back and you're going to do whatever you can out the back, because it then starts to create the emphasis for what you need to deliver on this inside maneuver. And I liked that. I felt like there was a lot of pop.
For sure. I mean, this board looks perfect too. She didn't have to work too hard to make the transition from the outside to the inside. And this is a lot of emphasis on this turn. Boom! Blows the tail. That's the turn that got her to the finals. And what I like about, these smaller conditions, we're back, we're live. S.Kerr is ripping into her third wave of this final. And it's looking like she's got a nice, clean path towards the inside shore break. Building speed. She makes her way to the most critical section of this wave. Bottom turn, snaps it, throws the tail. S.Kerr now.
4.5, but just with an added little extra on the outside section.
You can tell she's surfing with just a little bit more confidence to this wave, because she should be. Isla hasn't even stood up on her surfboard, and here we are seeing S.Kerr traverse into another great score, which is just going to apply so much pressure to her competitor.
All those split-second decisions and redirections set her up perfectly for that inside section. You're looking at this wave, you're going, where would anyone even go? And S.Kerr just comes around that section, and it's just like it magically appears right in front of her. It's not magic, that's pure skill. All right, Isla's in the mix now, standing up, but the wave goes nowhere. I love that report from Mitch and the visual of Jake. I mean, he's literally under a magnifying glass right now. He's so exposed, but you can tell he's not hearing, he's not seeing any of it. He is so in the zone. And S.Kerr, again, in perfect position to keep Isla off this wave. We'll see if it equates to a big score. So a couple turns out the back, setting things up. She's had a masterful read so far of the connector, and it looks like she's got it again. Jams the tail, comes through to the inside, hits it again. I lost her in the umbrellas. Seems like she made it. They're stoked.
She's kind of doing the self-talk, a little bit disappointed that she didn't, but she's going to reconfigure as she hits the outside. But yeah, every time you're getting up on your board at this point of the final, you're trying to improve your situation. You're trying to edge out your competitor. So for S.Kerr, she's got those couple turns on the outside. This is the first time we've seen a two-turn combo on this inside section. That would have been really nice, and looking for that moment of improvement.
When she's going into a sea of humanity right here, it has to be distracting. There's so much happening with the convergence of water here. So she hammers it, the wave just collapses around her, and she's literally like washed up to the ankles. And it literally takes an army of men and women to make this event happen. We thank everybody. Isla Huppatz now up and at it, trying to fight back into this heat. One good turn on the outside. She's building speed up. And it looks like she is like a rocket straight to this inside. She nails it. Wow, yes. So a potent two-turn combo for Isla Huppatz. That was clutch surfing at its finest.
Coming into those inside turns. This is a testament to what Isla Huppatz is as a competitor. She's deep in the nosebleeds in this final combo, and has the wherewithal to make this inside section and not only stuff one major turn, but makes such a dramatic end play with this final one crushing through the lip. I don't know, Rosie, what's your take score-wise? Where does that go?
I think, she is looking so lively on that board. It just is operating so well underneath her feet, and she's able to get really radical in quick succession. 2 high-impact maneuvers, I think similar to maybe if Sierra had finished off her previous run. Is she going to back it up just immediately after locking in the 733?
Seems like. Nice cutty on the outside. Some flair. She makes her way through to the zone that got her the 733. Here we go. The wind up, the hit. Deals with a double up, tries to force the second turn and just can't quite ride out. Was it enough for a 3.67? Did Isla Huppatz just flip this heat?
Oh my God.
These guys are pointing at each other.
I don't want to take it. Oh, guarantee if she pulls that last turn, yes, the score is on the board for me. She did a great job. More than anything, she snatches this wave quickly to just double down on her energy, which sometimes in these finals, that's the timing you need. And so if she gets a 3.67 and turns this heat, S.Kerr will now, for the first time in this final in a very long time, be in second place.
I think she's going to get it just based off the fact that Sierra got the 4.1 with the incomplete on the inside with the 2-turn combo.
Knowledgeable surf fans here, knowing when to cheer, knowing when to worry. It's a lot of big moments happening in the span of these 40-minute finals. This could be another one. S.Kerr, she frees the tail off the back. And she's setting herself up, slingshotting towards the inside section, trying to fight to make the connection. She does. Building speed, hits it once, comes around the corner again, nails that white water, rides out clean. S.Kerr with the answer back, looking for a 5.41. That wave felt pretty good.
Tentative to me, Tanner. Like, she really wanted to make sure she finished on her feet and reserved some of the radicalness, but it was such a great answer back.
Yeah, and these are those type of heats that are so fun to watch unfold because it's a volley. Isla needs a score. She gets a score. Sierra needs a score. Will she ultimately get what she needs here? And I do agree with you, Rosie. She looked a little tentative here, but you could imagine being in her headspace. It is scarcity mindset with how many waves are being ridden for scores, and she's already fallen on that inside maneuver. So a great little auto-correct to see herself getting what she can and putting that on the board.
I feel like she did one of the best turns we've seen on the outside, that little tail slide. And with the strong finish, it's enough. S.Kerr now with a 6-point ride, adding to her heat total. She now has 12.50. Now that means the action has been going wave for wave, and it looks like S.Kerr, even with this kind of medium-sized middle wave, goes nowhere. But just the fact that she stood up on that wave, the beach announcers are talking about her. Isla hears it. She did not even look back. Forming up, looking like it's going to be a right. Crumbly on the start with a big slip. Not the time for malfunction there. So she just handed priority straight over to S.Kerr. Good hands. With 22 seconds left, both of these surfers with the Phenom title coming into this final. But it looks like as the clock goes down, we are just seconds away from crowning our 2026 Lexus US Open of Surfing champion. And to make it official, it's going to be the one and only S.Kerr, your Lexus US Open champ, ripping her way all the way through to the finals. Gets a 6.5, backs it up with a 6. Isla nearly mounted the comeback with the high mark of a 7.33, but at the end of it all, it's S.Kerr lifting the trophy, putting her name on an illustrious list for surf history as the U.S. Open champion.
What a comeback. S.Kerr, just incredibly proud of her.
Proud dad moment. How sick is this? This is such a good feeling to it.
And, having 2 Australians in the final is huge as well. We're seeing the rise of 2 incredible surf superstars with Isla and Sierra. And I mean, this is just the beginning. This could be a story we tell for a long time in terms of a rivalry that is definitely going to get up to that championship tour level between these two surfers.
Yeah, many, many more finals lay ahead for these two women. They can be extremely proud of themselves. Phenomenal final here at the US Open.
It's great because this event brings those iconic clashes. Always in the history, it's like woven into the fabric, and this truly is another one of those. We'll probably look back and remember it.
Sierra with the victory lap on the Red Bull ski. She talked about, both of them talked about the belief in themselves, and now it's time for Sierra to celebrate. She's going to get mobbed by friends, family. There's Dad. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Oh, I'm for sure going to cry. This is everything. This is everything. Like coming in and meeting your family that have given you this chance to be at this level. I can't wait to see. Oh, there's Nikki. This is what I want to see. The mom hug. How special.
Not a dry eye in the house. Emotional moments.
I mean, this moment right here represents so much. Like, we watched the Nowadays trailer this entire event. You're dealing with a prodigal talent cashing in and showing everybody it's so beyond the real deal. She can do it in any type of conditions, and now she's winning these events. She's rated #1 Challenger Series. It's just going to go and keep going.
To me, it's safe to say both these surfers are going to make the championship tour. I mean,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's going to be, remember this. I love the sportsmanship too. Isla's been incredible to cheer up the champion now to the step and repeat. I cannot wait to hear from Sierra because I just think this is such an overwhelming emotional moment for her, and to let that all bubble up and come to the surface and to hear that initial reaction.
Yes, Sophie McCullough getting in on the love. Yeah, Rosie, like you said, she's been challenged not just in the jersey, outside of the jersey. And now you can see she's just feeling that elation. Like, that moment is so iconic as you're making your way up the beach with crowds of people. Obviously, you're not touching the sand because you're on the chair. You're getting the spoils of victory. It's so fun.
It's so cool that Isla's part of the chair.
I love that. And a 5th place in Bolito, and now a 1st at the US Open. I mean, she has just extended herself on those Challenger Series rankings, and then 3 events left. Like, you're stoked.
Think of all the other little girls on the beach, too.
Yeah.
Saw the dad carrying the kid up. Huge, huge win for Sierra Kerr, and more to come. One
Australian sweep in the final. To always there. Congratulations to our champ, Sierra Kerr. She can add a U.S. Open title to a long list of achievements.
You are the U.S. Open champion, cheered up by your dad, the Aussie chant on the beach. What is the emotion you are feeling right now?
I think I'm like almost numb to it. I was just like, it's been the hardest year ever. I never would have expected to be able to be back here winning this event. There were a lot of times where I didn't know what the future would hold. A lot of times no one saw the tears, the pain, just the not being able to get out of bed. Oh my. And now just getting cheered up at the most prestigious event in the world. I just can't believe it. So thankful.
Sierra, at this time last year, you had so much doubt of what the next year would look like, of what you would be able to do. And now you have done something that is so rare, so honored in surfing, to be the U.S. Open champ. What would you tell Sierra a year ago who was filled with those doubts?
You can do it. Just keep getting to tomorrow. That's like the goal. Keep going. And no matter if you're going backwards at that time, if you're going forwards, just keep getting to tomorrow, and there's always the chance that tomorrow will be better. Yeah. Oh, it's better right now.
It certainly is. There was also always a chance in that final. Every gamut of emotion. You had a restart. There were slow moments. There was a flurry at the end. How did you stay focused on what you needed to do and accomplish it?
Honestly, I was just trying to go for a surf, but it was pretty hard when there was no waves. But me and Isla had a really tough heat in World Juniors at the beginning of this year, and it was honestly pretty similar. And she got me at the end, and I was like remembering that she's such a good surfer, and she could get a wave on whatever. So I was just trying to control what I could control, and yeah, worked out.
It certainly did. Before we let you go, do you have anything you want to say to friends and family watching back home?
Thank you to everyone that's helped me get to this point from the lowest point of my life. My family, especially my mom, my dad. I wouldn't be here without you guys, how much you fought for me with the hospitals and everything. My friends supporting me through it every day. Sponsors, everyone that just stuck with me because you didn't know what the future would hold, but we're here right now.
Yeah, we are. Enjoy every single moment, Sierra. Congratulations.
Thank you.